Very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League. Aaron Bush with you. It's grade 2 today. Green Ink up against the Markhors, and we're almost ready to get underway. You can see on screen Green Ink winning the toss, electing to have a bat this morning. Going out to the middle, Kamal Muhammad Arang and Umair Khan. And it looks like Ahmed Muhammad will open the bowling for Markhor. Umpire Akash Yadav is in place. We're ready to get underway. 5 minutes behind time. Everyone a bit sleepy for a Thursday. I'm sure we'll see some fireworks as everyone starts to wake up. Here we go, first delivery. And Kamal goes through square, but takes the hand off the bat. So they do have a backward square. Natasha Hamilani, my co-host on the 8 for 52 podcast, is lurking down on the 45 backward a square. First runs off the bat, though. So rotate the strike. Umair Khan, the keeper for Green Ink, now on strike. And as we do each morning, I'm going to head off to the KCC Match Centre, have a look at all the stats for this game. And they've got some good movement away from the right arm of Ahmed. You can run through the teams and everything. We'll have a look first at the standings as it stands today before the game started. Markhor, who have been top of the table, currently sitting in second, but that's on games played because they have a game in hand over the top of the table, Sunlawn Titans, and a game in hand over third-placed HSBC Life, who they're tied with for 6 points. See this delivery? That's going to be the first extra in the book as it goes down leg. So Sunlawn Titans on top, played 5, won 4, 8 points with a net run rate of 0.7. But Markhor, they can get a win today, will go back top of the table. They've got a much healthier net run rate of 1.36 before this game. 3 wins, 1 loss for 6 points as Umair gets his first runs off the bat, just backward of point. For Green Ink, it hasn't been a great season so far. They've played 5, so this is their 6th game of 7. And they've only had the 1 win, 3 losses, and 1 washout for 3 points. A win today could push them up into 5th, however, but not many games in hand. That's skied up in there. This could be out as the slip goes backward, gets underneath, takes the catch, and that's the end of the dangerous Kamal Muhammad Arag. Out for 1 as Green Ink lose their first on 3. Javeer Singh with the catch, just drifting backwards from the slip position, catching it on the circle. Big top edge from Arag, and he departs. Holly Copper coming out to the crease at number 3 very early on for Green Ink as Markhor strike looking to go back at top of the table. There's our old mate from Morning League, Habib, on screen. I haven't seen him at KCC for a while. Plays a lot out at PKVR. Oh, Ahmed has struck in his first over. Right, with that wicket falling, I'll go back to my KCC Match Centre. If you want to read all the stats that I'm looking at, you can pull them up. Just go to Google, type in KCC Match Centre, and you can pick today's live match and then go to the competition centre. You can also watch highlight videos. All the 4s, 6s and wickets get put up. And already, as it's all automatic, that wicket of Kamal's is already on the match centre. Run through the team for Green Ink today as they won the toss. Tapped away by Holly Copper, backward, down to a deep third, wideish deep third for the first runs off the bat. Successful first over for the Markhor. The GOAT getting their first wicket as Green Ink after 1 of 4 for 1. We just talked about Habib being back playing at KCC, and he's going to bowl over number 2 for Markhor. Starts with a very full one, just ducks below waist height to start. Dribbles down to fine leg. Oh, no, didn't duck down enough over waist height, even the very tall Holly Copper. Habib pleads his case, says it was thigh high, but it's in the books as a no ball. So free hit coming up for Umair Khan. I'm going to go through, first off, Green Ink, wasn't it? Let me find the list of players today. And the free hit is a dot ball. Good result for Markhor and Habib. Playing 11 today for Green Ink, Bharat Ghansani, Kamal Muhammad Arag, who has come and gone already. The captain, Kashif Shams, the Summer Muhammad, Raman Nawaz, Rahim Nawaz, Umair Khan, who's on strike. Ragvenja Halikopa, who's at the non-striker's end. Bat on this one. I don't think Natasha's is going to cut that one off backward of square. It's going to be the first boundary for Green Ink off the bat of Umair Khan. A late replacement, Zishan Iftikhar is out and replaced by one of his family members, Hamza Iftikhar, in the playing 11. Ajab Khan, and rounding out the playing 11 for Green Ink today, Ankit Joshi. Swings hard outside off, keeps it inside the trams a bit. This time it's a mare asking the question. Sure that one was inside. It was. We can see it from our vantage point on screen. And look at the playing 11 for Markhor today. This is just poked through point. They've got a backward point out in the deep, coming all the way around, very straight. So it's only a single. Another good result for Markhor. The captain for Markhor, as always, it will be Usman Hanafi. And Ahmed Mohammed, we've seen bowl already. Atiq Rahman, Sahil Anwar, Habib Rahman with the ball in hand. As that's pushed nicely, picks a gap between mid-off and extra cover for another single. Habib's brother Gufran Mohammed in the side as well. Nitesh Hamlani, Imran Muhammad Jabir Singh, who took the catch, and Nadeep Singh rounding out the playing 11 for Markhors today. A charge from Umair. It's skied up through mid-wicket. It's just a matter of how far it went. One bounce into the green end dugout. Kamal, who's back in the dugout, does the fielding, sends the ball back out. So a couple of boundaries in the second over, and an extra 12 runs coming from the second. Myra in broadcast is always just very excited that the lamp is on screen. If you could see the little white light, that's where our broadcast area is. It's the small things that amuse Myra Baloch. So after two, Green Ink 16 for one. Run rate very handy. Early wicket loss an issue, but if these two can put together a very nice partnership, maybe we'll get a repeat of yesterday's big game. That was a big game. Grade 1 yesterday. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it on YouTube. That one's just dribbled backward of square and take another single. Yesterday's game had 516 runs scored in 40 overs. A team that scored 253 lost. It was a ridiculous game. Over 40 overs, the average run rate was 12.9. What a game that was. So that's all on the KCC Morning League YouTube. As this game in as well. Just pushing the runs around nicely. One in a bit shorter, but quite wide, very wide in the end as it kept on going away. Just a drag down by the right arm of Ahmed Muhammad. Poking at this one as it shapes away. Holly Kerben can't find bat on ball. And a charge this time from Raghu. And again, shapes away too much, misses it all. Just pokes it as they have coverage in the deep. That deep backward point comes around again, but this time going forward point, so can come back for a second. First double in the books, I think. I was off looking at the KCC match centre, but by memory, that is what it is. End of the over. A couple of extras, plus 4 runs coming from it after 3. Green Ink, 22 for 1. Well, swinging hard on this one. And how far did that go? 4 runs through square. Habib into his second. And Amir Khan taking him for another boundary. He went for 2 boundaries last over, both off the bat of Amir. So that's his third off the bowling of Habib. He's picked that one up well outside off. Slotted it through square leg. Taking Hemlani out of the action. Backward square. See Imran coming on. I think there's only 10 players out there at the moment for the Goats. Doing well to protect the boundaries as much as they can. A full toss, that's not going to be protected. It's a matter of how far that one went. It went racing through cover. Another one bounce over the ropes for 4. Again, pushing it down fine. More work to do for Hemlani. Been busy in that backward square position. Trying to cover both square leg and fine leg. Another good over so far for Green Ink. This partnership up to 29. Sun starting to break on through, come across the ground. A charge through mid-wicket. Yep, up over the top of the infield. Nobody in the deep there. Again, races into the Green Ink dugout. Look at Josh. He had to do the fielding that time. Rotating the fielding for Green Ink in their own dugout as their own players keep peppering them. He's picked that one off middle and leg. Adjustment in the field now, bit of ball chasing from the Markhor with Hemlani going inside the circle at backward square. Pushing back a deep mid-wicket. Single to round out the over. Big one. 15 coming from it for Green Ink. They've got 2 overs left of the power play. They're 37 for 1 going at 9.25. First change in bowling today for Markhor. Ahmed Mohammed to have a rest. Imran into the attack with the left arm quicks. Ali Copa on strike. What's he up to? 11 now, into double figures. Bottom hand almost carries to Habib, but picks the gap between cover, extra cover. Ganshani does the fielding. That's not Ganshani. Of course, he plays for Green Ink. Who is that out there? Cool. And going back to that deep mid-wicket position, bringing backward square inside again. That's for Umair, who's back on strike and tries to go through mid-wicket and misses it all. He's actually looking to go more through the square leg, knowing that the deep mid-wicket's in place. And this one can't beat backward square, even though it moved inside the circle. Little fumble from Nitesh means an easier single. The single was always there as it went to his left. And uses the pace outside off, goes just through point. That one's been hit well. That's going all the way, maximum through square leg. As it sailed just to the left of umpire Imran Araf, about 10 foot high and straight flat bat over the ropes for 6. First maximum of the day for Green Ink. There he goes, racing away. Charge, flat bat. Gets through one, not through the second. Mid-off comes around. Take the one. Finish off the over again. Double figure over for Green Ink as they push towards the half-century mark. 11 coming from the 5th. They're 48 for 1, going at 9.6. Change of umpires as umpire Arif comes and does the officiating, and Yadav moves to square leg. Ahmed to bowl a third. 2 overs, 1 for 10 so far. Gets that one to nip into the body. They'll find a quick single, but move around fair bit at the moment. Ahmed Mohammed getting ones to really push away from the player, which is what Holocopa is expecting and has been receiving. And then this time finds the seam and darts back into the body, into the hand, it looks like, as the glove has been dropped. Now, something's happened to the thumb, perhaps. I'm not sure what he's asking for. Don't think he's going to get a physio or a bit of magic spray. This is morning league. Maybe he's got some in his bag. You see Sidhu having a look through a bag down there in the Green Ink dugout. Oh, he does have a bit of spray. The magic spray's come out. Deep heat. Myra's telling me it's deep heat. It's purple, whatever it is. I've never seen a can of deep heat that is purple, but Myra tells me that 100%. I'm not sure how deep heat helps when you've got a busted finger. The magic spray's cold. Is purple deep heat cold? It is kind of. Okay. Looks like we can get underway. Big charge, swing and a miss. No movement on that one, just going straight on through. This time gets bat on ball. It's not going to carry, though. Two getting underneath it. Raffle, and it's gone through the hands. Interesting. Could have raffled it. Mid-off decided it was theirs, and that brings up the 50 runs with a drop catch. That was Amir Khan, wasn't it? He was dropped on 21. Remember that, Myra? Because that was a bit of a sitter, to be honest. Unfortunately, Myra managed to catch it on camera, so it's there forever. Holly Cooper back on strike. He goes up in the air. Habib getting underneath this one. Will it be taken? Of course it will be. Very safe pair of hands. One drop, but then the wicket falls straight after that one. Ahmed strikes again. He gets his second as Green Ink lose their second on 50. One of the two Nawazes in the Green Ink side coming out to bat at number 4. It's going to be Rahim. He's going to join Amir Khan, who got a life the ball before. But Ahmed is being the destroyer at the moment. The good news for Green Ink is that he only has 8 legal deliveries remaining in his 4-over spell. He's got 2 balls left of his third, and that's going to round out the power play as well. Pretty even power play so far. 50 on the board for Green Ink. That's a good clip, going at 8.82, but 2 wickets down. Suboptimal. Gets a bouncer to start with and misses out. Well outside off, trying to get it onto the leg side. Ahmed gets the warning, one over the shoulder. He's only got 1 ball left of this over, so as long as he can keep this one under the shoulder, he won't have an issue. He does, and he also drags it down the leg side and will be wide. One down leg and then one. He yeeted a long way outside off. Probably was lucky to be even on the pitch as it went past the stop line, but it bounced inside, so no problems. Just a wide. And gets one on the toes. Back at a square, straight to Hemlani. The shy is well over the top of the stump, so they'll take one. Rahim will retain strike with that single. Another successful over for Ahmed and the Goats. Power play is done. Green ink, 53 for 2. Of Imran back into the attack after the power play, pushing across the body of Rahim. As the audio went down, the ball went up, and Gulfran taking a nice catch out at deep mid wicket. And that was the end of Rahim for just the one. So third wicket falling. Imran strikes as Osama goes out to the middle. Number 5. Markhor looking to go back top of the table. Putting the pressure on here already early on green ink. Stands up on that one and dots it. So very tidy for the first over outside the power play. What have they done with the field? With still, I think, 10 players out there for Markhor. They've got a deep backward point, deep backward square, deep square leg, and deep mid wicket. Nobody long or through the covers either. Chop down on the Yorker length. But I want to put the commentator's curse on here, Myra, as we see this 5th delivery. Well, that's up in the air as well. Imran wants to do it himself, getting underneath it. Takes the catch. He's got 2 and an over as by Green Ink lose their 4th. Summer out for a duck. Green Ink 53 for 4. Imran's got 2 and an over. Well, I didn't put the commentator's curse on there. My question was going to be the last time we'd seen a maiden over in Morning League, and it certainly wasn't yesterday with all those runs being scored at the moment. One more ball for Imran to get a double wicket maiden here. Ajab going out to the crease at number 6. Well, I have no idea when the last time we had a maiden is. I certainly don't know the last time we had a wicket maiden, and I would have to go back through the logbooks to find the last time we had a double wicket maiden, but we're on target here. One ball remaining of the seventh. Imran's got 2 for none this over after going for 11 in his first. It is Ajab Khan on strike. Oh, what a fierce delivery that was. So close to finding the edge of the bat. It's going to be a double wicket maiden. As the over's done, Imran making a little joke with umpire Imran. But well done, Imran Muhammad with a double wicket maiden in his second after 7. Green ink now starting to struggle. They're 53 for 4. Change in bowling. Jabir Singh into the attack. Finally gets a break from sitting in that slip position. Going to bowl over number 8. Mir Khan on 22. Remember, he was dropped on 21 to get to 22. And then since then, 3 wickets have fallen. He wants to charge, but it darts into the body. And so pulls onto the leg side out to Gufran with a good arm. Keeps it to 1. Plays over the top of this one, Jub. I think I heard a call of no ball there. Wait to see after the single goes through, but they are having a look at the front foot and then has to quickly try to go pick up the ball. Oh, it's a back foot. No ball. I think the back foot too far outside as he's coming in, and not an overstep, an understep. Free hit anyway, whatever it may be. And it'll be Amir Khan who gets the gift. So he comes wandering down, goes straight. That's a great shot infield. Nobody out deep, so he goes through long off and takes full advantage of the no ball free hit. There's now somebody out deep. They've put a long off in place, which means they brought the deep square inside the circle. Also deep backward square inside. Now they're sending deep square back as they had brought too many inside the circle. They've got backward point, cover, long off, deep mid wicket and deep square leg now. 5 outside. Oh, bottom hand up in the air. Imran going to take this one. Yeah, he is. Easy catch at mid-on, and Jabir puts the hands up. He's taken a catch himself, and now he gets a wicket with a catch. Imran Mohammed with a very easy catch, running on in with a safe pair of hands, and Umar Khan only managed to put 6 more runs on after being put down. He departs for 27 as Green Ink lose their 5th on 60. Going to send the captain out to the middle for Green Ink. Kashif Shams, his son not playing today. You know, Myra and I were impressed with the young man last time he played for Green Ink, but not playing. I think he played here at KCC on the weekend, though, on either Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Sunday. Play for the Vagabonds. Does that sound about right? Myra's giving me a sneer, but I think he did. He did play for the Vagabonds, who got thumped by the KCC Templars on Sunday. Says Myra, ex-USRC player. She's being very harsh on our old team. Kashif's going to start with a 4 here, just at forward point. Smashed it in. Went racing away. The young fella down there had his back to the game. It's lucky he didn't run into the back of his leg. That would have been an owie. Instead, it ran into the netting and saved him. 4 runs. Kashif starting strongly outside off. Give himself some room. Look at that. Watch out, young man. Oh, phew. Just a couple of metres away to his right with his back. He's now in the net, safe and sound as we continue on. Again, trying to go on the offside, but this time extra cover. Can pick up. End of the over, another successful one for the Goats as Green Ink, after 8, are 65 for 5. Well, off the back of his double wicket maiden, Imran Mohammed will bowl a 3rd. Kashif on strike on 5. Still plenty of overs left for Green Ink. They need to bat out their 20 against table toppers Markhor. Cuts away again, hard on the offside. Bashes into the shins of the backward point, but that stops it from going from any more than 1. Calls a catch it. That's going fine, though. Too fine for Hamlani. Had to pivot on a quick ball from Imran. Ajab was up to the task. He manages to squirt it fine enough to take the backward square out of play. Tries to give himself some room here, and big fresh airy from Ajab. Coming in from a long way, even off camera, Imran gets the angle with the left arm. Again, short, big top edge. That could go all the way for 6, I think. Sure did. Short boundary down to the pavilion. A little flicky, but it's in the books as a 4. 6, I should say. Why did I say 4? I was very quickly corrected by Myra, who went huh at me. So, yeah, it was a 6. I was actually just looking across who was up there at the top. Holly Copa is the one getting some ice on his busted finger. Was who was at the top of the balcony as that went for 6. Another short one, fast one. So wide. Nine overs done. 12 runs coming from the ninth. Green ink moved to 77 for 5 as Jabir continues. As Kashif gives himself more room. Oh, Ajab came a long way down. Gets back just in time. Tries to follow that one. I think it's come off the pad and it's going to go for 4-leg buys. Good runs again. Would have been wide had Kashif not followed it down the leg side. Managed to get a pad on it. I say, it's the second day in a row, Myra, that somebody's bowled a ball like that. We had that yesterday as well. The old flick it up backwards out of the hand. Sridhar Bhagav did it yesterday. Today it's Jabir Singh. Dead ball, as it doesn't go around full rotation. Onto it quickly. Ahmed Mohammed keeps it to a dot. Straight back to Jabir this time. He does his own fielding, parries it to Imran. Off the toes this time, ruining a chance of Jabir's made it. Good throw in from Imran. Right on top of the stumps, but safely in for a single. So Ajab will face the final delivery of the 10th, get us to the halfway mark here of innings 1 of the grade 2 match. That's swatted, work to do out in the deep. Long off will cut off. So I'll take one to finish it off. 2 runs and 4 leg buys bring us up to the 10 over mark. Green ink, 83 for 5. Have a look at the bowling card on the baby bowling card from NV Play. Myra will pop that up on screen shortly. There it is. 4 bowlers used so far. So they're going to have to find a 5th somewhere. He's going to have to bowl soon, but Imran is going to bowl out here. 3 overs, 2 for 23. Of course, he's had that double wicket maiden and an over of 11 and an over of 12. So he went an over of 11, double wicket maiden, over of 13. One would suggest there's wickets coming this over. Not many runs. I'm sure that Ajab and Kashif, with their 23-run partnership already, have other ideas as the captain and Ajab look to keep the runs ticking over for Green Ink. If they can get up over 150, at least try to defend a reasonable total. When they were 50 for 5, they were in a lot more trouble. And that's going to go for 4 to start with. Not at all where Ajab wanted it to go, but it went to the ropes anyway. Five balls left of Imran's spell. That's hit hard. That's big. I lost sight of that one. It was so big. I think it's gone up over the shipping containers, and we may need to just go straight to the bag of balls to get a replacement, because I lost it, and I think everyone else has lost it as well. Somewhere through extra cover was the last time I saw it flying away. Umpire Arif goes and picks up a replacement. Nobody's even bothering to go try to chase that one down. Charge, swing, and a miss. Ajab showing what he wants to do, keep the runs going, push up over the century mark as soon as possible. 93 for 5. 10 off the over so far. It's been a good one for Green Ink. And that's swatted. How far? I lost sight of it again, but I think that's gone up into the trees as well. Another maximum for Ajab as he moves into the 20s. Green Ink moved to 99. 2 balls left of the 11th. And again, up in the air, but Ahmed getting underneath this one should take the catch. Does. And Ajab departs after a couple of big maximums. He's out for 24. Green Ink lose their 6th. Imran gets a 3rd as Green Ink are 99 for 6. It's chaos in broadcast as Myra is departing. And that's another wicket for Imran. He's still got 1 ball left, 3 for 35 so far. Went for 16 before that, but trying to overhit and just skying it up to extra cover. Safe pair of hands of Ahmed there on screen. In fact, in the middle, he goes back to his position. And the left-handed Ankit Joshi will take strike to finish off the 11th. This game's precarious at the moment for Green Ink. They could easily get up over 150, but they could also collapse here and be all out for 120. So they need to have a good partnership right now between the captain and Joshi. Ankit is about to face his first ball, but Imran goes, I need to give the ball a little polish. The 5th bowler might be Nitesh Hemlani, in fact. We haven't seen him bowl today. If he is going to bowl, he's going to need to come into the attack shortly. That's the end of Imran's spell. 3 for 35 off his 4, including a double wicket maiden. Getting the damage done for Markhor. After 11, Green Ink still going at 9s, though. They're 99 for 6. Jabir to continue. No change on adding a 5th bowler just yet, as we in the books as a wide to start with. Still overs for Ahmed. They're going to have to find a 5th bowler. 100 runs up with that extra. Not how I like the milestones brought up. Green Ink will not complain because there's still 6 legal deliveries left of this over. Fuller one. Again, Kashif trying to find room on the offside, so it just dots back. Oh, that's nicely played on the leg side. Whipped it away through mid-wicket. And picks up a boundary. Second one for Kashif as he moves into double figures. Decided not to try to give room and go on the offside this time. Joshy back on strike. Looking to get off the mark. I've only faced the one delivery so far. We'll get off the mark. Just dribbles it through point. Tip and run on the offside. This could be out. It is out. If it hits, it doesn't. Jabir misses. Golden chance there. He had all the time in the world. Joshy was nowhere near getting home. But he does in the end, and they take another single. The run sticking over, 8 off the over so far. 1 ball remaining at the 12th. We said that had to use a fifth bowler, and Natesh Hemlani was their fifth option, and he's into the attack for over number 13. He can bowl his full 4 if he bowls from here, 13, 15, 17 and 19. Spinner. He's got a long off, a cow corner coverage fielder who's floating at the moment. Deep mid wicket. I think there's a deep square leg and a deep backward point. There is a deep square leg. It's Ahmed down at deep square leg. They're bringing Imran in from long off to mid off so they can put a deep cover out. Habib out there. Now they've got a cover, a gully. You can see on screen a backward point gully region. Oh, and they've just moved the fielder from around that area, and it's going to go through third or fourth slip for 4. Found the edge early, Natesh, but didn't carry to the gloves of Hanafi. Another boundary in the books for Kashif, his third. Moves to 17. Again, giving himself plenty of room, and that's why the deep cover is there. Habib gets down. Keeps it to 1. And gets a little bit of turn and zips through to the left-hander. Picks up the dot. And straight a 1. Again, can't find the edge this time. And that's beautifully struck. Up on top of the training nets for 6. Just swept it away. Picked it up early. And the left-handers put it on top of the training nets for a maximum. Javeer Singh is going to bowl out. 3 overs, 1 for 22. Handy little partnership, 19 already between Kashif and Ankit. Change of angle for Jabeer as he wants to go around the wicket. It's interesting to Kashif, who likes the ball coming onto the offside. And that one there was on the toes, so rotates the strike. I guess it's easier when the left-hander's on. Don't have to change sides. Going to just keep bowling over the wicket. They've put a deep mid-wicket in place for the lefty, and that's exactly where that one rolls to. So another single. Current run rate, they're going to get to 180 here if they keep wickets in hand, green ink, which is going to be a good score, in fact. And it looked like they were struggling. All those wickets falling at the 50-run mark. Again, trying to find some room. Lucky to get bat on that one because it was going on to middle stump. But they will take a very slow one, as everyone's a bit slow on that one. Fielder slowly comes into the circle. Kashif slowly wanders through, as does Ankit. In that mid-section overs grind on at the moment. A bit of a lull with Markhor not being able to find another wicket. That's no lull on that one. That's smashed through the offside through extra cover for 4. Joshi into double figures. That's going to be 4 as well, coming off the glove, going up over the top and the keeper's head. Nothing Usman can do about that one with the gloves on. The runs continuing to flow. Another big one on the cards here, already into double figures after this over, Myra. We'll have a look at the Hong Kong and see what the towers have looked like. Not like yesterday, not going at 13 and over, but it's not been too bad as Green Ink got that run rate at 9.33. 1 ball left of Jabeer's spell. That's hit hard as well. Won't beat Ahmed. Can try to run on that arm. It'll be the last thing you do in this game at the end of the over. So it is 11 runs coming from the 14th. Green Ink 129 for 6. There's the Hong Kong. Count the towers that are in double figures. Over 2, over 4, over 5, over 8 and 9, over 11, 13 and 14. So lots of good towers. And see all those wickets falling. Didn't slow anything down for Green Ink as Hamlani will continue. His first over going for 11. Markhor also need to hurry up their over rate. They were going to add extra runs to Green Ink. They're behind time at the moment. One going out to Habib. By our count, Markhor need to bowl 5 overs here in 9 minutes or find 4 wickets. Otherwise, they're going to get some time penalty, which could be all the difference. We've seen a game lost on slow over rate. They fell just 2 runs short. with a 5-run penalty. So it's not what you want. That's going for 4. That's what Green Ink wants. Oh, it's not. It's going to pull up, is it? It's going to stop as Habib picks it up right on the rope. Get back for 2 again. Bit lush down there in the bowling green end, perhaps. It just died in the end. Thought it was going to race away for 4 with nobody at long on or long off. And Joshy, 18 off 12. He's looking good. Swinging hard, and he's going to pick up runs here as well. Ahmed, that's Imran out there. In fact, he's not going to get there as it runs into the roller for 4. How many 4s has should have gotten out? 3 4s and a maximum. So he moves into the 20s. He's overtaken Kashif on score. Both going at over 100 strike rate. I'll get my binoculars out and have a look at the scoreboard. 169 strike rate for Ankit and 123.5 for Kashif Shams. And the partnership, 37. And a valuable dot ball for Natesh. It's not been a quick over either, even with the slower bowler. One going for a boundary, one almost making it to the long boundary. Still 2 balls left to get us to the 3/4 way mark. As winds up on this one, work to do for Ahmed. He can't get there as it goes for 4. Second boundary of the over. Into double figures again this over, 11 off it, much like Himlani's first. Joshy's having fun out there, picking up his 5th boundary. Waited on this one. Ahmed Mohammed back into the attack. He's only got 1 over left. 3 overs, 2 for 15. So this will be his final. Starts very wide going around the wicket to the left-hander and stays there. Starts with an extra. And that's better as it darts back in towards the body. He's got 5 balls left. See if he can find a 3rd wicket here. Said they're under the pump, Markhor. They don't know it, but at the moment, they don't find 4 wickets shortly. So 1 over the shoulder. They've got 4 minutes to bowl 3.4 overs, which is tough. They'd need to find Wakas Bakat to bowl the next 3.3 overs. He's about the only man that could bowl 3.3 overs in 4 minutes. Even then, he'd struggle. Cut away. It didn't get much on it. Toe of the bat as it dribbles and cover point. Rotate the strike. It's been very tidy from Ahmed to finish off with. He needs to find a wicket. Try to break this 44-run partnership. Kashif's back on strike, so Ahmed can go back over the wicket. Scooped out to Habib at mid-off. One more. They'll be happy to see the end of Ahmed here. He's been the tidiest of the bowlers, just giving up 18 runs. And the team's going at 9s. He's going at 4.5 if you can get away with the dot here. How did that end up there? But it is going to be a dot to finish with. Ahmed's bowled out after his 4 overs, 2 for 18. 16 done. Green ink, 144 for 6. Hemlani to bowl the 17th. Went for 12 in his previous over. Kashif swinging hard, but straight to Ahmed at deep square. Start with a 1. If they don't hurry up here, Markhor, they might get 2 over penalty. That's 10 runs. Big appeal from behind, the captain of Markhor, Usman Hanafi, but nothing doing, but it is a dot. Oh, toss. Swatted, picks the gap between deep square and mid-wicket. Nicely takes full advantage of the pie. Over pitch from Hemlani. Back live again, full as Joshy comes down the pitch, but picks out offside cow corner and takes a single and rotates the strike back. 150 up. It's going to be a good score from Green Ink here after they were in a world of trouble early on. They've done very well. Swats out to cover. Imran is there, so another 1. End of the over, Myra. We might have a look at the partnerships just to show how they've gone today after losing some top end and middle order wickets. And just back in time from Joshi. So end of the over. Not double figures. 7 runs coming from the 17th. No, it's a wide. Okay. Still 1 to go. I wanted to look at the partnerships, but had to re-bowl. Okay. Everyone happy with that one? Put it in the books as a dot. Right. Myra, let's have a look at the partnership. Show him. That first partnership wasn't very good, but it was a very nice 47-run partnership. Omar Khan and Holikopa. This one now up over 50, a half-century partnership, 53 off 37. As Habib returns to the attack, he can bowl the 18th and the final. That's hit very hard. Nobody there as they were covering cow corner, so that's going to race away for a boundary. I think not very good news for Markhor. I think they may be 3 overs short. We'll see what the umpires say when they come in, but it's going to be a late game because we're going to be going well past 8:30 cut-off, which is nowhere near what the cut-off is for the morning league. Was a little bit of a delay with Holikopa's sore hand, but apart from that, it's just been not very quick, and that one gets through Hemlani, saying they'll come back for 2. Picks up and cleans up his own mess. There's another double figure over for Green Ink. What's the partnership up to? 64 now. So Green Ink saving partnership between these two. That's smashed. Just over the top. Flat batted, long off 6. They had the long off in place. I think Habib's just signalled for him to go back. The fielder was end of the 18th. 2 overs remain. Green Ink 169 for 6. There's the breakthrough that the Markhor were looking for. It's come a little bit too late as Hemlani gets the breakthrough. Joshi departs and breaking a big 70-run partnership. Played all over the top of that one onto the stumps. Hemlani gets his first. Green Ink lose their 7 on 170. Still 10 legal deliveries remaining. Man Nawaz coming out at number 9. One lefty replacing another. So he's got a bit of freedom here, Rahman. He's got 10 legal deliveries remaining. There's still 3 wickets in hand, 170 on the board, already a good score posted, so he can swing hard early. Oh, he almost chops it straight onto his stumps, and he'll get 4 for it. Anyway, very lucky. Natesh just gives the stare down. Can't believe that did not play onto the stumps. I'm not sure Rahman was sure how it didn't go on, but it didn't. Watch the replays. Chopped that from well outside off and somehow squirted it down to fine leg for 4. So a good start for him. He can slip in place for the last 2 deliveries. No need for a slip there as it goes through square. Ahmed is there though, so a single. Been pretty tidy considering it's the penultimate over so far from Hemlani. Gets the wicket. Only 7. If you can close it out here, I'll take that. Markhor. Oh, just flat bat swat with the wrist. There's a chance of a catch, and it's taken though in the deep. That's the end of Rahman. He's out for 5. Green Ink lose their 8th right at the end of the 19th. They're 176 for 8. Barak Ghansani coming out to the crease to join Kashif Shams with 6 legal deliveries remaining. We're expecting penalty runs to be added to this score. It's already a good one, 176. 8:32 already. Still an over to go. Swatted hard. Work to do. Hemlani's got to chase this down as it races away down towards the scoreboard. Picks up just inside the boundary. They'll come back for 2. Oh, that's big. Smashed into the boardings, the scoreboard or something for 6. A very good start to the final over for Green Ink as they continue to pile the runs on. Kashif on target to pick up a half century here. Guide his team home to a big score in the first innings. Won the toss. It was actually Ganshani that won the toss. Oh, 12 off the over so far. 1 ball. Going to push back for 2, and Kashif's going to bring up his half century right on the final delivery. Gets his 50 not out off 31 as Green Ink round out their first innings. 20 overs done, 190 for 8. We'll give you an update on exactly. Oh, they got back for. Did they run 4 in the end? Ran 4 to finish off. Kashif does bring up his half century. It's a 52 now. It's all happening. As I said, we'll have to wait and see what penalty runs are added as well. So give us some time to fix that one up, and we'll be back before the start of innings number 2. I'll let you know. Keep an eye on the screen as well. That should give you an update of what is happening. We'll give you, as the umpires head off, it'll all be put in the system. But congratulations to the captain of Green Ink, Kashif Shams, 52 off 31 not out, guiding his team to 192 for 8. Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you for the KCC Morning League Grade 2 match. It's Green Ink up against Markhor. We were talking just before the innings break. There might be penalty runs. And there are 10 penalty runs, in fact. So 192 became 202. You can see the target now required for the GOAT is 203. Out in the middle, Ahmed Mohammed and Nitesh Hemlani with bat in hand. There's a discussion with many of the Green Ink players and umpire Akash Yadav. Not sure what it's about, but we'll wait to see who takes ball in hand first off here. It looks like Bharat Ghansani will open the bowling for Green Ink today. Takes the cap off. Oh, swatted it backward square, straight to Holocopa, who's put that one down. It was hit really, really hard. But chance immediately put down and then almost a run-out chance. Hang on, it was a no ball. So in the end, it didn't matter. I'll take that back. And the free hit has been swatted for 6 up onto the Green Ink dugout. Ahmed taking full advantage this time. Takes the maximum, gets the runs underway off the bat for Markhor. And again, he's going to find run through square leg this time. Of course, the Markhor needing the win today to go back top of the table, give themselves a chance in that top 4 fight in the semi-finals to go back up or up into Grade 1. And that'll be coming up at the end of May. The top 4 fighting it out for 2 positions to go into promotion. And that's also something that Green Ink have to keep in mind. They want to stay in touch with that 4th position. Another full one, and that one's hit very, very hard. Up and through the side screens for 6. So a no ball to start with, then 6-4-6 as the Markhor have already put on 17 runs in 3 legal deliveries. A bigger start here for Markhor. And again, swinging hard, the field inside the circle. Work to do. We know it's a bit slow down there towards the bowling green, and it will be picked up inside the ropes. And come back for a double. Oh, this is in the air. Oh, just doesn't carry this time. Falls short. Going straight. Rahman Nawaz comes around, picks it up on the first bounce. Oh, it's an eventful first over. Just pokes this one. Will take the single and retain strike. Actually, it'll be Hamlani, yes, getting his first runs off the bat. Will retain strike. A big over for Markhor, 21 coming from the first as they try to chase down the big 203 total. They need another 190, 182 from here at 9.58. Ajab into the attack for over number 2 for Green Ink. Myra firing up again. I've made the fatal error of teaching Myra Peloch to drink Red Bull in the morning, and now she's bouncing off the swimming pool pavilion walls. Oh, good first delivery, and it looks like Joshy's cut that one off just inside. It was off the bat, so put that one down as a chance. Mayor Khan with the gloves on for Green Ink today, as always. Oh, it's a bye. There we go. Finally got the signal. Didn't think there was an edge in it, but gets a apology from me. This time, Ahmed just poking the bat at it, and also a good delivery. I think that one is a little wide, so need to re-bowl. A tip and run. The fielder's there, and they force the error and get through safely for a single. Hit hard, hit well. 4 runs straight off the middle of the bat. Bashes into the KCC boardings just below as the little lampy light goes off to signal. Put that one in the books as a 4. Back live. It was a dot ball. A little indecision between Hilani and Ahmad, but no damage done. Oh, the cheeky scoop, but there's a player there, but I think it's going to go all the way, and it does. Ah, the Hemlani scoop comes out in the second over. So 13 runs coming from the second. Markhor 34. And another 169 from here in 18. And you can see 9.39 per over. Good start. After two, the green ink was 16 for 1. Green Ink deciding to take pace off ball with his blistering start from Markhor. And Summer ball over number 3. Is 20 off 8. He's going to be 21 off 9, as that one's not going to beat the infield. Take the single. Time gets the dot as it zips on through. Good bat on ball, and it beats the infield. That one's hurt the hands of the whitish mid-on fielder. I think it's the captain. Kashif there. It's come off the inside of the hand. You can see him there on screen, just at the circle, feeling his thumb, and it's gone through for another boundary. As Hemlani picks up his third. He's got 2 4s and a 6. Ahmed's got 1 4 and 2 6s. And the partnership already up to 39. So batter taking the pace off hasn't made too much change so far. Can he get the breakthrough? Again, this one's going to Shams, and he is not going to make sure it doesn't get through. Still looking at that thumb though. Charges, skies it in the air. Is it going to be caught? Not sure what's happened there because my view is blocked by the tents. It's going to. Did it get palmed for 4? I heard it land in a hand. There's 2 fielders converging. Ajab and Rahim. Neither of them managing to generate a catch. And Hemlani gets. Oh, Ahmed gets another boundary. Picks up his second 4. Not scared to go aerial. And this one is going to be chip and run. Hits it straight to the field, but takes off. That's a no ball as well. I think that's Kashif's been pinged for that one, for standing outside the circle as the ball was being bowled. They've got the deep square leg and deep mid wicket in place, and Shams might have been standing outside the circle. As it is, Hemlani's going to get a free hit here. Talk about blistering starts. Hits hard, and he's going to find 4 runs to break the score up to 49 after 3. Markhor, the GOAT, and going. That's a 50 up, in fact, with the no ball, of course. They moved to 46 and 50 in just 3 overs, going at 16.67. What a start this is for Markhor, needing 203 for victory. They now need 153 with still 17 overs remaining 9 wickets in hand. They never found the 11th player in the end. So that's something that Green Ink can take into account. They only need to find 9 wickets, but at the moment, these two out in the middle trying to do it by themselves. 50 up after 3. A job to continue. Oh, that's hit nicely up and over the top of the infield. 6 signals Kashif as he has to go chase that down. Again, using the pace of Ajab. Ahmed moves to 38. Umpire Yadav having lots of work to do, raising the arms and waving the hand, and that one's pulled away on the leg side. It's not going to go all the way from maximum. It is going to go for 4, though. Let's see where they've got a backward square outside the circle and a deep third. You can see Joshy as top of screen at the start of the ball. So there's no one out in the deep on the leg side where they've been peppering the boundary. It's brave by Green Ink. And so far, Markhor taking full advantage. Waits on it, and a bit of bottom hand as it skies over the infield. It may plug before it goes over the ropes. It won't. It'll plug after it goes over the ropes. 1 bounce, 4 straight down to the bowling club end. And 14 off the first 3 deliveries. Ajab going for 12 in his first. It's gone for more in the second with still 3 legal deliveries remaining. And that's not bad. Jamlani back on strike. That single. Slower ball. And it's scooped in the air just over the top of Osama's hand. He has to go back and try to chase it down. He's not going to get there. Oh, that was inches away from being a very good catch. But in the end, it's yet another boundary to Nitesh. He's got his 4th 4. I tell you what, if he gets a big score today, I'm not going to hear the end of it when we record the 8 for 52 podcast tonight back here at KCC. I'm here at 6:30 a.m. for the broadcast. I'm back here at 7:30 p.m. to do a podcast. Oh, he tries to scoop Ajab off middle stump and plays it into the body. Gets bat on it, though. Take a 1. Finishes off another big over. 20 runs coming from the 4th. Markhor 70 for the loss of no wicket, going at 17.5. Wow. This is why they have been top of the table all season, Markhor, and looking to leapfrog again, Sunlawn Titans, who are sitting up there with a game in hand. Osama, almost getting a catch in the previous over, will bowl over number 5, his first going for 16. Started well, went for 5 off the first 3 deliveries, and then 2 more boundaries in that unfortunate fielding infringement, no ball. Back to their normal field placement, deep square leg and deep mid-wicket. Hamlani swinging hard, but hitting the inside edge to mid-wicket. Kashif comes all the way around from mid-on. Pick that one up, take 1. Ahmed already into the 40s of 15. What's his strike rate? 273.3. Scooped up in the air and chance of a catch, no chance, but it's going to plug. Will it make the rope? A bit of a back foot, soccer style. Keeps it for 2.
I promise you I didn't.
And that's cut well. This one's going to go all the way to the ropes. They're not even bothering to run. Well, Tesh was, but Ahmed knew immediately off the bat. That was 4. 7 off the first 3, keeping the runs flowing for Markhor. Move to double 7s. Swinging hard in the air. This one could be out. Ajab getting underneath it. Takes the catch. Does he stay inside the ropes? Yes, he does. And that's the end of the dangerous Ahmed, falling just short of his half century. Out for 47 off just 18 deliveries. And the first wicket falls for the GOAT on 77. Well, the big hitting Ahmed departs and the big hitting Habib goes out to the middle at number 3 with a nice platform set for the Markhor. Still inside the power play, hard to believe, with 77 on the board, and there's still 8 legal deliveries left of the power play. Oh, first one, bit of indecision, but a slip in the field from Raheem. Myra, what do we say when you slip over in the field? Raheem needs to go off to Montgomery Sports and find himself a new pair of AstroTurf shoes. Myra's making a Raheem joke and saying I should have mercy on him, which I get, but as it is, Habib's got a run and the end of the over. He'll retain strike with 1 over left of the power play. Markhor's losing their first in the 5th. They're 78 for 1. Calls a catch it, not going to catch it as it goes over the top of Kashif's head. That's going for 4. Habib starts very quickly, only faced 3 deliveries and gets his first boundary and pushes the Markhors into the 80s. And cut away. Gets through the field. I think it's come off a shin or something. Has a quick look at the damage done and puts the pant back down. Take a single. Oh, that's hit hard and calls a catch it. Ajib's getting around again. He can't catch that one, though. I think it's cleared the rope. No, just a one bouncer. Again, that was awfully close to going all the way. And it was also close to being hauled out to Ajab, who's very quick in that mid-wicket position, coming around to Ford Square. Just couldn't cut it off in the end. Could see him there just jumping at the end. He tried to get there. End of the power play. A very good one for Markhor. 87 for 1. 14 overs remain. 116 required. Let's have a look at the worm, Myra. Have a look at the comparisons after the power play. And the dark green of Markhor well ahead of where Green Ink was. They'd just lost their second wicket at the end of the power play. They had a very good last few overs, though, including some penalty runs. But at the moment, Markhor has it covered. Summer to bowl a third. 2 overs, 1 for 24 so far. The only wicket taker, of course. And cut in the air. 4 runs, 4 to point. A bit too powerful going forward of point. Took the point player out of the equation. He went aerial. Joshy signalling to the deep point fielder to pick that one up, but there isn't one, so couldn't. There is a long on in place, though. Kashif, the captain of Green Ink, is out in the deep. Keeps that one down to 1. Just a lone man sitting down there with him on a chair. KCC Morning League boss, Afzal Hedda, watching on in the sunshine. Nice spot to be. We're in the shade of the swimming pool pavilion, a bit cooler. Natesh just takes another single, rotates the strike back. He's going at just under 200. Hamlani. Been overshadowed by both Habib and Ahmed, but he's doing a fine job out there. Tries to ease it down the leg side, but it's just manages to pick up a bit of pad. Hamlani this time using the wrists. Holocopper is at backward square in the deep. End of the over coming up. Habib. Well, it doesn't take the single this time. It'll be a dot to finish with. How many coming off that over, Mara? 8, including the leg by. So after 7, Markhor's heading towards the 3-figure mark. They're 95 for 1. Needing another 108 from here, almost getting past the halfway mark of the run chase. Still 13 overs remaining. So we're going to see a change in bowling. No, we're not. Kamal's going to continue 9 off his first. Hamlani on strike on 32. Pulls hard through mid-wicket, straight out to Ajab, who comes around, picks up in front of the swimming pool pavilion. They've got the deep square leg, deep backward square, mid-wicket, cow corner, and also a deep cover, the 5 outside the circle. Chop down from Habib. Backward point. Joshy's there, waiting, so that's a dot. Same again. Picked him out again, trying to go a bit finer. They've got that fly gully sitting there doing the shoelace up. Plus, they've got the backward point. He's going to trying to find that gap either between backward point and point, or even a bit finer down to the boundary cafe, short boundary. But so far, only picking out the fielders as this time he picks out the point fielder just forward a point as Sama onto it quickly. This is tidy from Arag. And can he find the gap? It took a few balls, but he gets there in the end. It beats the two and takes it to the boundary below the KCC members enjoying their breakfast at the Boundary Cafe, watching on in the beautiful sunshine out in the middle of KCC Morning League. So Bib picks up his third four. That's still a tidy over, just 5 from it so far. 1 ball left as the hundreds brought up for the Markhors with that boundary. And zips through for a dot. So 5 off the 8th. Markhor, exactly 100. They're 100 for 1 after 8. Needing another 103 at 12.5, at 8.58, I should say. Summer to bowl out here. The 3 overs, 1 for 31 so far. Hamlani, 33 off 18. They're going to go with a forward point in the deep. They've brought cover into an extra cover inside the circle. Joshy moves to point, and the fly gully is there just off screen and well inside the circle. Catching position, gully really. And where did that one go? Straight up in the air. Sama should get the catch. Oh, he's put that one down. Hemlani gets a life on 33. Absolute sitter, and that's off your own bowling, Osama. That's the worst one. Only thing worse about that one is it was all on camera. Not the first one to get put down on camera today. So he'll need to reset. Hemlani will have to... Oh, he close to a back foot stumping as well. Good glove work from Matt. That's out to Ajab again at mid-wicket. Takes the one. Puts the bat down. Says, thank you, Osama, for putting me down. I will stay here at the non-striker's end as Habib's back on strike. 15 off 14. Scoops hard. Nobody there. Goes racing through the side screen for 4. Two balls left of Osama's spell. He should have had 2 wickets. He's got 1 for 36 so far. That's whipped around the corner. Work to do for Holikopa. He can't get there. Picks the gap. This time on the square leg side. Backward. Back-to-back 4s. Oh, Dantesh having to take evasive action. Not going to cut that off. Kashif wasn't far away from where that was, and it was hit so hard that he's gone for a hat-trick of 4s to finish off. 1 for 44. Summer bowled out. Should have had a second. Put down. And Natesh that over. So 13 runs coming from the 9th. Markhor gone well past the halfway mark in this run chase. They're 113 for 1, needing another 90 at 8.18. Oh, just guides that one through the slip cordon for 4. Nicely played. A little bit of luck. If a slip was in place, he was gone. But as it is, 4 runs. Habib giving him some tips on how to hit that one between point and backward point. The test is to go through the slip cordon instead. And dribble one backward of square. Rotate the strike back to Habib. Hemlani moves to 39. What's this partnership up to now, Mara? Into the 40s, 41 off 28. 8 fours so far. 32 of the 41 coming in boundaries. Well, we're back to, let's see if we can pick a gap to the left or right of Ankit Joshi. That one cannot. Oh, nice straight bat. And Tesh just guides it onto the leg side and takes another one. Came back. End of the over is Habib again picks out Joshi. So 7 runs coming from the 10th. Halfway there. 10 overs remain. 8 wickets in hand for Markhor. They're 120 for 1, needing another 83 at 8.3. Over number 11 will be bowled by Ankit Joshi. Tesh Hemlani on strike. Up to 40 now. He starts with the left arm down leg side for a wide. Can't have Nitesh Hemlani getting a half century, of course, because I will have to put up with him during the podcast record this afternoon, and it'll be unbearable. Only singles so far with the extra. Oh, Myra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Supposed to be 5.
I don't think the Markhors would like it to be 5. It would be funny if it was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1. No. 3. 1, 2, 4, 1, 4, 1. Getting quite confused. Leg by there, by the way, while we're being silly in broadcast. Well, that's a very tidy over to start with from Joshy. Just the 4 runs coming from the 11th as the Markhors are 124 for 1, needing 79 off 54. That's 8.78 per over. Ira, hit us with the Hong Kong. And there it is. There's been some big towers, a 20 and a 19, 21 and 20. And that one there, the best so far for Green Ink. And just 4 runs coming from it as they try to slow things down. Mal Arag to bowl out here. Bowling his 4th. Scooped up through mid-wicket, but only just carries over the top of the circle. Another single to Natesh as he moves to 42.
Okay.
Tries to cut through. Point goes finer this time. Finally gets it past Joshy, who won't be able to cut that one off at the short boundary, and picks up the boundary. It's just been a battle off the bowling of Kamal as he picks up a 4 this time. He hits it straight to Joshy at times, but this time waits on it a little later. As you can see, that's the one he's been waiting for. Gets the bit of backspin on as well to help it race away. Partnership up as well between these two, 52 off 41. Again, trying to go through backward point. And this time picks out the gully fielder. And this time tries to go leg side, goes over the top of his off stump, misses it all, swatting at butterflies, misses the butterflies as well. So 1 ball left for Kamal, pretty tidy, 1 for 26 off 3.5. Can he close it out here? Habib is going to hit it through point and go through the legs of Joshy this time, just for the single. He'll retain strike. It's a 50-run partnership. Came up that over after 12. Markhor's 131 for 1. Run rate required now. Crept up to 9. Still 8 wickets in hand. Markhor's needing 72. It looks like Holikopa's going to bowl over number 13. First time into the attack today. Saw that had a bit of a issue with the hand in the batting innings. Which is that tape perhaps he's taking off his thumb.
Oh, that's a chuck.
And inside edge out through square. Starts with a single. Hamlani back on strike. 42 off 28. And he's hit that well. That's not going to get cut off by deep square as he goes just backward of square. Takes Rahim out of the action and picks up a 4, moving 46 with his 7th 4. Hamlani looking good at the moment. Opening the batting. Sent out to bat by captain Usman Hanafi. And he's done a good job for the Goats. This one's not going to make the boundary as he's gone this one exactly to where Ajab is waiting. Moves to 47. Till this over, it faced less balls than Habib. And Habib back on strike, 35 off 29. 66 required off 45. You won't have to guess where that one's going. It's going backward a point. It might not make the boundary. It was a bit of a top edge from Habib. He'll get back for 2, though. Picked up just inside the boundary, down at deep third. Dots this one out, just on the off stump. Eight off the over so far. Remembering that Markhors need to go at 9s. They will get 9s as Habib will retain strike with a quick single onto the leg side. So it is 9 coming from the 13th. Markhors 140 for 1, needing 63. And still exactly 9 and over. Onto the leg side this time from Habib as Rahim comes in and around, picks up through mid-wicket. Takes 1, brings Hamlani back on strike. Slowing down here a little bit, Markhor. Green Ink keeping themselves in the hunt. They had all those late runs, of course. Oh, that's beautifully played. That's a way to bring up your 50. Nitesh Hamlani as he scoops it around the corner. Stands up, raises the bat as he moves to 51. 8 4s and a maximum of just 31 deliveries. I'm never going to hear the end of it. He's going to let me know his morning league KCC 50, which was broadcast, and he can go back and watch all day long before we record the podcast. Well done, Nitesh. Well deserved. Still got a job to do for the Markhors, though, as they need another 58. And immediately gets out. Bowled, gets his half century, and then has to depart. The second wicket falls for Markhors. Joshi strikes right at the end. There's still 1 ball left of the over. Joshi gets his first. Markhors lose their second. Hamlani out for 51. Markhors 145 for 2. And bringing Green in back into this game, getting the breakthrough, ending a big partnership again. Head off to the KCC Match Centre, as I like to do, and pull up the scorecard and have a look at all the stats. Sohail Anwar to face the final delivery of the 14th. He wants a quick single. Decides against it. Habib will be happy to take strike. So a successful over, just 5 runs coming from it. After 14, Markhor's 145 for 2, requiring 58 at 9.67 now in the final 6. Anka Joshi ending a 68-run partnership between Habib and Nitesh. Holikopa to continue. Bowl over 15. Habib going big, goes very big. Been a while since we've called a maximum, but Habib goes through cow corner and all the way onto the turf training area for 6. Brings up the 150 for Markhor's. They're 151 for 2 now. This one's called Catch It Up in the Air. It could fall safely. Can Holikopa get there? No, even with his big, long, outstretched limbs. And take the single. Anwar back on strike, looking to get off the mark. Keeping the run sticking over for Markhor. Doesn't really have too much time to get his eye in here. And, he's almost popped that straight to gully. Falling about 3 inches short of the gully fielder. Could be. Dotting it up now, back-to-back dots. So he decides to go from the Habib playbook and just push it backward a point, make Joshy do the work, get the first runs. 1 ball left of the over, 8 off it, remembering. More than 9 required now per over for the Markhors. Wickets in hand, but still runs to get. They need exactly 50 from here. And this dot's out. It'll be 10 and over in the final 5. Swats it forward to point the cover in the deep of the summer. Habib will retain strike and they get their 9. So just a tick under 10 and over required from here. 9.8 in the final 5. Markhor's needing 49 in 30 deliveries. Anka Joshi, off the back of his successful over, getting the big wicket of Nitesh Hamlani, is going to bowl a third. 2 overs, 1 for 8. Can't ask for much more than that. Well, Captain Kashif Shams. No, he's not going to bowl a third. He's bowled 2 overs, 1 for 8, Myra, and he's been taken out of the attack. He could have bowled over 16 and 18. Maybe he's going to bowl overs 18 and 20 because Ajab's coming back into the attack now. 2 overs, none for 32. That's a lot more than 1 for 8. But Captain Kashif has made the change. Wants to bring the express pace of Ajab back in. So Habib's had to call for the helmet. (9:47 a.m. here in Hong Kong. 15 overs bowled. So that's just under an hour since we restarted at 8:50. I think they're pretty good on time here. And Ajab comes into Habib. Scoops it hard, flat. Said goes all the way for 4. Wow, that was smoked. Is this a chance? I mean, even if it is, it would have broken Ajab's fingers. What's this? Oh, it wasn't a chance, Myra. It almost hit him in the head. It was lucky, that beautiful big crop of hair on Ajab's noggin almost copped the pink morning league cricket ball to it. 50 runs for Habib. 51 off 39. 8 fours and a maximum. Swinging hard, goes back with a square. He's going to go back-to-back 4s. Raheem cannot cut that one off. And that's just what the Markhors needed. I thought it was a weird choice to go back to pace by Green Ink, and so far my fears have come to fruition. And swinging hard, top edge. Matter of how far that one went. I think it's a hat-trick of 4s now for Habib as he moves to 59, and all of a sudden only 37 required now.
Miles ahead.
Okay, this is going to be 4 as well. A quadrella of 4s. 4 4s off 4 balls in the 16th. As all of a sudden the Markhors are drowning the scoreboard in 4s. I'll stop being a poet now as we watch the replay. That's where he's like to go all day. Backward of point. Back live. What does Ajab do now? Goes Yorker length, so it's flicked out, 2 out in the deep. Joshy will get there first. Habib happy to take the single. Was just the 1 ball remaining and already 17 off the over. The job done in the 16th. He's almost up to 10 and over, and now it's almost down towards a run of ball. 7.68. What happens here? Sahel swinging hard. That's skied up in the air, though. Ghansani gets underneath it, takes the catch, and Sahel has to depart. Ajab finally gets a breakthrough. 1 for 49 off 3 as Markhors lose their 3rd. Anwar out for 8. They're 171 for 3, still requiring 32. with 6 wickets in hand. Joshi to bowl over number 17 as the brothers go out to the middle, Habib and Gufran. Gufran will be at the non-striker's end. Habib wanting his hat back with Joshi bowling. Oh, that's hit hard. The shift didn't even move. He knew that was going for 4. He's going to move now to go pick it up. Habib wants this game done. End of the game, depending on the results. So I'll give you the updated table for grade 2. See where everyone sits as we get towards the end of the round robin system. A win to Markhor's accounts, I've mentioned, will take them back atop the table. Green ink will stay languishing down at the second bottom. Habib takes a single after the 4, rotates the strike to Gufran. 27 off 22. Chops it out to the deep cover, and they decide they don't want to take a single. There's a single every day of the week, even with a good arm of Usama out there in the deep, but for reasons, decided not to. Swinging hard, didn't go where he wanted, but it's going for 4 anyway. Gets off the mark, backward a square, inside edges it. Is looking more to go up and over the top of Ford Square. As we like to say, doesn't matter in the end of the day. It'll be in the official scorebook as a 4. Kamal Arag just has to go collect that one. He's going to wait backward of square inside the circle. Get someone to pop up a little bit. Couple of boundaries already, getting the job done for the Markhors. They move up to 180. 1 ball left of Joshi's 3rd. This one kind of ruining what were very, very pretty figures. Still very tidy. Currently going at less than 6 and over when Markhor are going at 10.69. Oh, full toss, though. If he gets away with it, he'll be lucky. He does get away with it. As it pops out to Usama, takes the single. Gufran will retain strike. After 17, Markhor's 181 for 3. They need 22 off 18. That's 7.33 per over. Ajab to bowl out here and bowl the 18th after going for 17 in his previous, but getting a wicket as well. Lots of discussion here as Ajab gets himself in place where they want to put the field. Talks between Kashif Shams and Bharat Gansani. Haven't seen Gansani back into the attack. While this is all going on and they're still doing things, Myra, can you give us a baby bowling card? Let's see what they've got left with 3 overs to go. Well, 2 overs after this because Ajab's going to bowl one of them. Yeah, Bharat only bowling the 1 over. Joshy can bowl one more, but they still have to find another one. Does Holocopa bowl it? Does Gansani? He does bowl the death over regularly, so if it gets that far. Okay, all the discussions are over. The field is in place, long on, long off, mid-wicket, deep square leg, and a deep third. No deep cover. No deep point, no deep extra cover. So there's the deep third just coming onto camera now of Rahman. Starts with the bouncer over the top of the keeper's head. Top edges it for 4. Gulfran's 9 runs, 8 of them coming with edges on the top or inside. Lamar couldn't get hands on this one, so it wasn't far away from the top of the gloves either, was it? But straight back down. Again, not knowing much about that one. Might have inside edged it onto the belly. No, just onto the belly, and they're going to get back for 2 belly buys. Cut straight to point. Gulfran learning tips from Habib. Interestingly, Joshy's not there. He's had to do the deep mid-wicket work with Ajab bowling. So it's Holocopa there. Sitting at point, and Osama there as well at cover. He's more a cover point, and they've also got an extra cover fielder. I think that's Hamza Iftikhar, who we haven't seen much of today. Didn't bat, hasn't bowled. Has done some good work in the field, sitting at extra cover. Oh, too quick. Gets a dot. So 16 off 15. Got to a runner ball there with the boundary and the 2-leg buys, but now just out, but should do it comfortably. I tell you what, if our Markhors don't get there, Usman is going to come and kill me after that comment. But the Markhors should get there. 187 for 3, 16 off 15. 6 wickets in hand. Oh, there's a wicket. There's one that they needed. Green ink. They get Gulfran out for 9. He'd had a couple of top edges. Didn't top edge any of that. It just went straight onto the middle stump. Atiq Rahman out to the crease to face the final delivery of the 18th. He drives comfortably, and they should get 2 here, to be honest. At least 2. This is a bit of a decision on who's going to go get that one. 2's a good result there for the Markhors, as it'll leave Habib on strike for the penultimate over. So 18 done, 2 remain. Markhors 189 for 4. 14 required off 2 overs here for the Markhors. Anchored Joshi to bowl the penultimate. 3 overs, 1 for 18. If he's going at 6s, that's a good enough effort for Green Ink. But Habib is on strike. No helmet, no hat. Decided sick of taking helmets on and putting hats on. He's going to go hatless for the final over. There it is. The fall backward of point races away. Habib doesn't even move. Atik was coming down. He's like, that's 4, Atik. Don't worry about that one as he moves into the 70s, 73 or 47. And now it's just 10 runs required for Markhor. Back live. Full toss. Hit hard. Work to do for Kashif. He can't get there. Back-to-back 4s. As Habib looking to finish this one off inside 19. 6 ones required. A maximum will get a win here for the Markhors. He's only hit 1-6, which is weird. Rare for Habib. He usually goes big quite often, but 14 4s. That's outrageous. 56 runs in 4s in his 77. And a full toss. Oh, he's very, very lucky there. That should have been the end of the game. It should have been put up here into our second tier of the swimming pool pavilion to finish the game off. But it's a single in the end. 5 to win. 8 deliveries remaining. The new batter, Atik, on strike. He gets a full toss as well. He scoops in the air, picks a gap. Work to do for Hamza. He can't get there. And that means the game is tied with 1 ball left of the 19th. Confirm. Okay. Just any run will win it here for Markhor. Comes down the pitch. Oh, a missed stumping from Umair. He's not happy with himself. It's a dot to finish with, so we're going to go the full distance into the 20th with the scores tied. Remembering that Green Ink scored 192 off the bat. The 10-run penalty for slow over rate hasn't slowed down Markhors, who want to go back top of the table. Any run will win it. And for the first time today, Rahman Nawaz is going to have a bowl. He gets the unenviable duty of bowling the final over for Green Ink with only a run to win. Everyone inside the circle except for a long off, which is wise. They want to just cut off the singles here and the left arm around the wicket. Swinging big. Oh, he's going to be given out. LBW. Okay, this game is not done. We've still got 5 balls left. The captain has to go out to the middle. What a knock that was from Habib Rahman. He has to depart in the final over. 78 LBW to Rahman Nawaz. Unfortunately for Habib, he was pretty plumb there. He knew it as well. And big grin on his face as he goes back. Got the job done, though. 78 off 50. So now, Usman Hanafi, the captain, has to try to finish this game off. 5 balls left, 4 wickets in hand, 1 run to win. That's going to be the game with a wide. Not the way you want to see a game finish, but that's how it is. Markhors get the win and go back atop of the table, getting the 203 with 5 balls remaining. Player of the match, Habib Rahman, with his 78, getting Markhors right to the end. And they get a very big victory here over the top of Green Ink. Another big game with over 400 runs scored today. There's the batting card. The top 3 doing the job for the Markhors. Ahmed with a blistering 47 off 18. Nitesh Hamlani with a half century, 51 off 32. And player of the match, Habib Rahman, 78 off 50, getting them up to 203 with 5 balls remaining. The bowling card for the Green Ink, Myra. There it is. Only double wicket taker today. Ajab Khan with a 2 for 55, 1 for 44 for Summer, 1 for 31 for Ankit Joshi, and 1 for 1 for Rahman Nawaz off 1 ball. I'm going to head off and have a look before we end the broadcast at the KCC Match Centre as this game is done, and we should have an updated table. Let's have a look at where everything stands now. Markhor back atop the table. Played 5, won 4, lost 1 for 8 points with a net run rate of 1.19. Dropping a little bit of net run rate in this game as it went deep. Overtaking Sunlawn Titans, who are also on 8 points, but down on about 0.49 in net run rate. So it's tied at the top. HSBC Life in third on 6 points. Also Standard Chartered Banks are the banks trying to battle it out to make sure they make the semi-final. We've got one more game left of the KCC Morning League this week. Tomorrow we move back to Grade 1 with the Sky Warrior Marvels up against HSBC. We'll be live from 7 a.m. Make sure you join us then here on KCC Morning League YouTube. But from Myra Baloch in production,